everyone. I'm Jessica with That Hashtag Show, and I'm here today with Daisy Haggard and Paterson Joseph to talk about their new show, Boat Story. Now, to kick things off, just tell me a little bit about what drew you to Boat Story. When you first read the scripts, what really stood out to you?
Well, hey, nice to meet you, Jessica. Well, I think the first thing was a call to say that these great writers, Jack and Harry Williams, had written a role for me. So I was flattered. So I was like, yes, before I'd even, oh, they're amazing. They have great taste. I'll do it. And then I met them and I thought, yeah, no, this is going to be very interesting. And then when they let me know that lovely Daisy was going to be in it, even though I'd not worked with Daisy, I'd admired her work, particularly Back to Life, which I just always think is one of the greatest pieces of British TV we've had this century. I don't say that I don't say that lightly. I think it was
I want that
extraordinary.
on a t-shirt.
Yeah, quote Paterson Joseph. But no, it was easy to get into it, and then when it came to the script coming and the story ideas, it was like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. So there was a bit sort of nervous. Oh, can I pull this off, and can it be done? But of course, there's so many great people around you that it was a joy in the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's the scripts were so fantastic and the group was so fantastic. It just was super exciting. Just from reading the first script, you couldn't put it down. You were just like, "What's going to happen? Oh my gosh, why have they done this?" So it's so stressful that I was hooked just by pure stress from the decision that my scene was made. I need to know what she's done, so the only way I'm going to do that is if I'm in it.
Hooked by pure stress, also a very
pure stress. Yeah.
I really enjoy Boat Story because it brings in that mystery crime drama element, but it's also got this more whimsical, almost fairy tale like storytelling element to it. But at the same time, both of your characters feel very grounded and real. They have problems that we can relate to. What do you like about getting to play both that serious side and a little bit into the sillier fantasy elements?
Well, I just sort of feel that's life, isn't it? I mean, fantasy, but yeah, I mean, for me, it's sort of we don't really play the fantasy element as such as the stress of the situation, the immediacy, the kind of instinctive, like what's going to happen next, which is a lovely thing to play because it gives you this engine to your performance that you know that you just it's there. Which is like someone might come in any minute and kill me because I've stolen loads of drugs. So that's fun. And then humor, I think, is everywhere. Whatever, you know, I would be so disturbed by a show that was so serious that there was not one laugh. I'd be like, well, that's not real. So the fact that there's humor and drama and then sort of tension are it's just a joy to play, really. They write very well, the boys.
Yeah, they do, and you know the thing is, it is a show that has a lot of sort of surprising violence in it as well. But the violence is always consequential. There's always something that happens because of it. It's not there just for entertainment. And also, there's so much wit in it, in the characters and in the writing, that it sort of saves it from being too ponderous and heavy and just gross. It's actually very believable. I've worked a lot with doctors and nurses in certain jobs that I've done, and also with soldiers. And their humor, you call it gallows humor, I suppose, is quite high because they have to be. And I think you learn then that in traumatic situations, human beings will find a way to find the funny even within the darkness. And I think that comes across in the script really, really well. And the story is just like a page turner. Literally, when the scripts come in, we were like, what? No, oh no, why have they done that? Okay, I'll have to justify that, but that's amazing, that decision. And every single script was like that. So it's wonderful. And I hope that that's what is conveyed. It certainly seems to have struck a chord here in the UK.
Absolutely. Now it takes some wild twists and turns, like you're saying, and I think what's really fun is that you get the twists and turns that are natural to the progression of the crime story and the mystery there. But also there's just a lot of stuff that's just strange. It's just weird that you don't expect to happen. Do you guys have any favorite little no context, give me a no context tease for something strange or unusual or unexpected that plays a part in the show down the road?
There's an awful lot of theatre in it, which I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, there's a very good play.
Yeah.
It's an excellent song called Insomnia. That's what
Yeah.
I would say.
And I wasn't expecting it.
which I would never have expected. Yeah, then really, it's a little bit of musical theatre.
Yeah, and if you see my face in that scene, it's
It's
one
all
of
real.
those active cliches. There was no acting required. I was just going, what am I watching? What is this?
What is going on? Is this in
Going-
the script?
You know about the song element beforehand? Like, did you get to see that they were going to do a whole song thing?
Oh no, they didn't give that away at all. No, it was.
We knew that. We knew there was in the script. We knew there was a theatre.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but we didn't know. We didn't know
the extent of what he was going to.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's very different when you're sitting in the theatre and seeing
Yeah.
the thing. Oh
Brilliant.
wow.
So that reaction to the singing, raw and unfiltered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. Now I know we were talking a little bit about how the show is straddling that line with the violence and then being both sort of scary and a little silly. And we really get that a lot with your main antagonist, the Tailor. What was it like going up against him as a villain?
He was scary.
Yeah, I mean, not as a person, just as a performer.
No, not as a person at all. But he's so good that, like, when you were doing those scenes and he's got a gun and he's waving it around, you're just like, ah. There's again not much acting required. I've not. It felt really real. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so scary and good. But as a person, he's not at all. But yeah, he was really good at his job.
I mean, Checky Cario, I spent quite a bit of time in France, and he is their De Niro. He's their Pacino. So I guess if you had one of those coming on set and just sort of slightly improvising as well, you would also be terrified about what might happen. But it was always safe. I'll say that it was always safe. But as a performer, you didn't quite know what to react to, so you just ended up being quite real and just going, I shouldn't do anything because I don't know what that will set off in him. So I'm just going to listen. And he's just a wonderful, detailed actor and just great to watch.
Yeah, he's got a very good unpredictable feel to him, which works well. The violence and the scary side, and also the a little bit sillier, like, ooh, what's going to happen next side?
That's right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. What have you two learned from working on Boat Story? By which, of course, I mean, if you happen upon a boat full of cocaine, what are you?
Don't do it. Don't take the cocaine and sell it. Go home, call the police. Just I value my sleep. I value my life. That's what I would.
I mean, I would say I didn't have to learn that with this.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. But it make you look bad. Why don't you?
Yeah. It was a really strong lesson. It's a really strong lesson for us all. But actually, if it was left up to us two, we would have just walked away. It would have been one episode.
There'd be no series.
It would have been us at the police station. Go, yes, we found these things. Here it is.
Be the most boring short film that you've ever watched. If it was Daisy and Paterson on the beach walking some dogs, we just probably. In fact, I probably wouldn't notice, and I'd just go walk home.
Yeah. I would have seen the dog come back with like the little bit of blood. No, I need to leave. I need to get out of here. All right, just to wrap things up, give me a little 30 seconds or less pitch for why everybody should watch Boat Story.
Oh, if you want to see two people who do not belong in the world of gangsters go through it and be put through a mangle, please watch the show.
Yeah. If you like roller coasters, or even if you don't, get on this roller coaster, basically, I think.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think that works. Thank you both so much for talking with me. I hope everybody watches Boat Story. I had a great time with it. I think it's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
All
right.
Take care.
You have a good day.